Hoax. Hoax. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Having a good day, guys. Free Talk Friday. And I just had to talk about Jussie Smollett. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Hardbody Time. For today's video, I just said it in the beginning, guys, we're talking about the Jussie Smollett situation. Now, if you do not know about what's going on with Jussie Smollett, you've probably been living under a rock. If you have been living under a rock, just go ahead and Google him. I don't want to get too much into who he is, what he did. I'm just going to go off of what I just found out about a couple hours ago and my thoughts on that. Jussie Smollett, as of 5 a.m. this morning, it's Thursday, so this video goes up on Friday, Free Talk, has turned himself into the police in Chicago, and he has not made any statement since then. Smart man. If you're going to go turn yourself in, don't say nothing. Let your lawyers do it for you, okay? I ain't never been arrested, but I'm just telling you, that's what I would do. I'd shut up. Anyway, Jussie, I want to address my opinions on what's going on, man. First of all, I'd like to say, this investigation, to my understanding, is still very much open. So I'm not here to convict the man of anything or call anybody anything. I'm just going to go off what I've seen and what I perceive to know from the facts that have come out. Apparently, Jussie Smollett has been staging this attack that happened to him at 2 a.m. in the morning outside a Subway in Southside Chicago. He proclaimed that two Trump supporters wearing MAGA hats and carrying a noose have beaten him and attacked him, and he's been a victim of a hate crime. Well, we now gather from the facts that it has all been staged. In fact, it was two African-American men that he paid himself. Jussie has paid these two men $3,500 by check to stage this attack, and he has used that as a platform to talk about hate crimes and the corruption and racism and homophobia and things that are going on in this country, which I'll acknowledge, Jussie, those things are very real in this country. But you have gone about it quite the wrong way. And let me say this, I'm not, again, facts are still coming out. We're still waiting on things. I'm just giving my 2 cents on what I found out up until this point. Jussie, I'm going to say this, whatever is going on with you, if it's something mental, I hope you find the help you're looking for. But aside from that, you need to apologize to those who gave you the benefit of the doubt, to those who have stood behind you. You need to apologize to those in the African-American community, our community, and those in the gay and lesbian community. Because what has happened now is you have now made it tougher for those who are actually victims of hate crimes and those who may in the future become victims of hate crimes. You have now made it tougher for them to be heard and to be empathized with in the public. Because when you do something like what you just did, there is now going to be a heightened level of skepticism. It's the same thing with rape. When people are actually being raped, they're now going to be met with the skepticism, especially when it comes to these athletes and things that are going on, because there have been so many people who have lied and tried to frame people for whatever reason. And Jussie, I don't know what your reasons are. I don't know if it's about money, if you're clout chasing, you're already famous. I don't know if it was to be more famous. I don't know your reasons. That's why I'm trying to say, maybe if it's something mental going on with you, I hope you find the help you're looking for. But man, this is a slippery slope you've started. And my biggest fear, and it has nothing to do with me, but my biggest fear, nothing with me personally, it's Hardbody. My biggest fear is that now when things like this happen, it's not going to receive the attention that it should. Because people are going to say, oh, here goes another Jussie Smollett. To set this up took a lot of thought. But apparently you didn't think it all the way through because you wrote a check. You set it up with a written check. That's a mess. But man, it's very ugly. It's a very nasty situation. And my personal thoughts on it, man, is that you just owe a lot of people an apology. You've been campaigning about this. I don't know if you were trying to set yourself up as a martyr. You went as far as to call yourself the gay Tupac, whatever that means. And you've lied, again, allegedly, lied to a lot of people. And I'm just telling you, man, a lot of people don't like being lied to. There are a lot of people who were saddened by what happened to you, who were emotionally in distress about what happened to you. And to come out and this all be a hoax. And not only was it not done by white men, it was done by black men who had to buy the equipment to quote unquote attack you. And by the way, let me just say a side note. Just from me to you, brother to brother here, as African Americans. Why would you have someone buy a noose? Like that's A noose? You went all the way. Like, it's one thing to just say, hey, they beat me up. You went out and had them buy a noose from a hardware store? Allegedly. A noose? You are, man, that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm just going to do this. That's interesting. That's cold-blooded, man. Anyway, I'm a stir of thoughts, and I know this is free talk, but I don't want this video to run too long, nor do I want to say something that I may regret putting on the internet. I actually did this video 3 times and had to delete it. This is 2 other times before this, because every time I make this video, I burst out into something that I probably wouldn't say with a sensible mind. So I'm going to cut it off at that. Jussie, apologize. Let it be. And hopefully those who are affected will give you a second chance. And those who are to be affected can be met with a degree of sensitivity, with empathy, because I feel that's what we're missing in today's world. We just don't empathize with each other enough. And things like this are taken seriously despite your actions. Like I always tell you guys, the advice is free. Hustle is so separately, guys. Be sure to send me an email with any topic you want me to touch on Free Talk Fridays. Nothing is off limits except politics and religion, because I don't like talking about that. But other than that, it's free game, y'all. Y'all guys be good. Go out and get this work.